No weight, no harm, no foul. Something straight, little gin or crown.
There are 6 major islands, a part of the state of Hawaii, and they all have different attractive aspects. Kauai has the most flexibility, ranging from touristy adventures to unique once-in-a-lifetime experiences. This was a family trip during the month of August in 2021, and we split our time in half between the south and north. Some choose to stay on the west side and Lihu, so they can be equal driving distance from activities on the north and south ends. If you're considering traveling to Kauai, I've got a couple of important points for you to consider. Once you buy your flights and Airbnb, make dinner reservations and activity reservations as soon as you can. This is due to the whole island being short-staffed, from the industry of restaurants to entertainment. The last pointer is, if you're on the north side of the island in Princeville, make sure you Google the road path to Hanalei Bay, because it's open at certain times during the days, because there was a landslide that prevented continuous traffic down to the bay. We got lucky and there's direct flight straight from San Diego. We arrived in the morning and got in our rental car, which is a must for the island. We headed straight to the food trucks in Lihue, right by Nawili Willie Bay, so we wouldn't go grocery shopping hungry. We went shopping at Costco for breakfast essentials, daytime snacks, and happy hour delights. We started our stay on the south end in Poipu and drove through the tree tunnel to get to our Airbnb. Once settled, we headed straight to Poipu Beach for a sunset swim. Then we got cleaned up and went to Holo Holo Grill for dinner, where the fresh caught fish of the day was the best. We started the day off this day by walking the Mahalulepe Heritage Trail. It's a fairly easy hike right on the cliffs along a golf course. At the start of the hike is Shipwrecks Beach, where we jumped in the water after the hike. We then grabbed some shaved ice from Uncle Shave Ice, which is in a little strip mall that has some cute shops to check out as well. It was on our way to the Spouting Horn Blowhole, which is a huge tourist attraction because it's a naturally formed lava tube. After our morning adventures, we went to eat lunch at Warehouse 3540, which was a handful of food trucks clustered together. Then we headed to Kuku'ilula Boat Harbor to snorkel for a bit. Then we're a huge napping family, so had to get in some nap time. Then we had dinner at Lava's Poipu Beach, which is inside the Sheraton Kauai, and is a popular place that includes beachside dining and cocktails. The atmosphere is casual and the beach is just steps away. On day 3, we made reservations for a tour of the Kilohana plantation. It was a 40-minute train tour around the plantation, where we were informed of all the foliage of the island and got to feed the animals. There was also a rum tasting that we couldn't get reservations for, so we just bought rum at the end of the trip in their gift shop and had our own little rum tasting. We then drove an hour to Waimea Canyon. This is another big tourist attraction for its hiking. It's known as the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. It's cliffy, dry, and deserty, but also surrounded by lush greenery and waterfalls. We pulled over at the highway marker 13, which was kind of fun to figure out because I've never done that kind of driving and directions before. And there's a parking lot, and we did a 1.8-mile hike to a waterfall and a little watering hole you can jump into. When you head back to the main road to go back to Poipu, you go through a little town of Waimea. The main street has a handful of eateries. We chose to stop at Island Taco for tacos and also get a smoothie from Coconut Corner, but down the street is Porky's, which is a popular eatery. Then, of course, nap time, because how can you go a whole day without a nap? Then we went to get dinner at Japanese Grandma's Cafe, which had live music and beautiful outdoor seating. Day 4, we started our day at Kiahuna Beach, then headed to Breneki's Beach Broiler for lunch and delicious Mai Tais. Then right in front of this lunch place is Breneki's Beach, which had amazing snorkeling right off the beach. Then for a midday snack, we got Puka Dog, which is located right next to Brenecki's and is known for its hot dogs and specialty relishes. Then you know it, nap time. We were walking distance from Cabana Bar and Grill, which had great cocktails and shareable plates. For day 5, we ordered online at Little Fish Coffee Poipu for coffee and breakfast because there's always a super long line starting at 8 a.m. We went to the swing bridge, which was a fun family activity as a little pit stop. We then hit Glass Beach, which had a lot of sea glass. If you put the directions right into your phone, it is in fact correct, even though it feels weird to drive through the construction site. We didn't swim here, just wanted to check out the sea glass. A little drive away, we went to Salt Pond Beach for great snorkeling. This beach was protected, had a lifeguard on duty, and was very family friendly. We kept heading west and hit Chicken in a Barrel for lunch, which was located on a lovely plantation. The main attraction of this day was sailing the Napali coast. This is a top attraction to do if you visit the island. We boated through caves, saw dolphins, snorkeled, took a tour of a historic village, and feasted our eyes on spectacular views of the Napali coast. I feel like it's a must to go surfing whenever you go to Hawaii. So we did surfing lessons on day 6, right in front of the Sheraton Hotel. We got some shaved ice at the Fresh Shave. Then we started heading north for the second part of our trip. We stopped at Wailua Falls to take a look. There's also a hike that you can do, but we were way too tired from surfing lessons. When driving to the north side of the island, you drive back through Lihue, where the airport is. It's a perfect midway point to get out of the car, stretch your legs, and get a bite to eat. Here we went to Java Kai for coffee, pick me up, Pono Market for poke. We totally missed the line that apparently is going out the door, which was exciting. Bubba's Burgers and Kauai Juice and Co. There are cute shops and boutiques intermixed in between the eateries on the road that you can check out. Once we got to Princeville, we checked into our Airbnb, and then that night we got really lucky and got into Postcards Cafe. This exquisite dinner place was in Hanalei Bay with cuisine highlights of seafood and fresh produce. Day 7, this was our first day in Princeville, so we started our day off with the tourist attraction Queen's Bath. It was just a short 0.8-mile hike down to the tide pool. We caught it when it was low tide and were able to jump in. You actually can't even go in it when it's high tide because it's too dangerous. Then we headed to Hanalei Bay, and on our way to the pass, we stopped at the Hanalei Valley Lookout to see the taro field. Once we got through the pass, we drove all the way to Haina State Park as a driving tour. We stopped at the Mani Holo Dry Cave, which you can hop out of the car and walk into. We headed back to the town of Hanalei Bay to grab some lunch right off the side of the highway, which is Highway 560. There was a grocery store, barbecue, shaved ice, and a chicken place. After filling up, we walked to Hanalei Bay and also Hanalei Pier, where you're able to jump off. We walked over to the Dolphin Restaurant for a laid-back riverside eatery experience for dinner. We got sushi rolls, poke, charcuterie board fixings, and clam chowder. We started this day off at Hideaway Beach, which was definitely my favorite of the whole trip. It's a steep hike down, but super short and worth it. I'd probably say 10-15 minutes total to get there. There was amazing snorkeling right off the beach where we were able to see a handful of turtles and fishies. Next, we went to the Kilauea Lighthouse where the view was breathtaking. Then, of course, you know it, nap time. We went to Tiki Iniki for dinner, which was nestled in a strip mall and had a great cocktail drink list. We caught the sunset at the best location on the north side, which was right by the Hideaway Pizza Pub. This day was pretty short. We just started our day off at Anini Beach, where the swimming and snorkeling were the best yet. You've got a good swim out to see the flora and fauna, but we saw incredible wildlife. The beach was very protected and calm, with a large shallow area for little kiddos to hang out. Then the next day we headed home.